Well, hello, my good-lookings, plural, my pretties, wheatgrass. Would you like to know how to get some wheatgrass in you without having to get a blender? I'm sorry, a juicer. Messed up already. I'm not editing. Without having to get a juicer, because those things can be expensive. They're great. I have one. I love it, believe me. But to get the juicer that would juice this efficiently, it's the more expensive ones. There's centrifugal juicers, which are great, but they don't really juice wheatgrass. You have to get a masticating juicer. Those are at least double, triple the money usually. So, wheatgrass. I'm going to show you how to get wheatgrass in your diet with just a blender. Isn't that sweet? Well, not just a blender. You will also need a bowl, a mesh strainer, a spoon, wooden or otherwise, it doesn't matter, wheatgrass, and some skizzas. Now I'm going to use my Vitamix. For this purpose, I think just about any blender will do. Oh, you're also going to need some water, but I don't think that'll be a problem, right? So the first thing that you want to do is point your camera down this way. Harvest the wheatgrass. Now I bought this for a couple of bucks at a local grocery store here that carries this. They don't all carry this, but some do. So this is about perfect. This is just before it becomes jointed. Jointed is a botanical term, by the way. That means just before it matures into an adult. And just before that point of maturity, just before it becomes jointed, that's when it's its most medicinal. It has the most nutrition. Wheatgrass has a ton of protein. Most importantly, in my opinion, it has more chlorophyll than anything else that the earth grows from the ground, and that I know of. And that oxygenates your blood, makes your body alkaline, and that significantly, tremendously puts the odds in your favor against ever having a disease, right? So this is amazing. Here's my disclaimer. I'm just a layperson giving you general information. Do your own due diligence and research. Check with your healthcare professional before you try anything that I'm doing here. Thank you very much. Take responsibility. So it's at the perfect moment, just before it becomes jointed. So I'm going to snip this. Snip, snip, snipperoo. I will cut it about, I don't know, a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch above the roots, something like that. And it doesn't have to be surgical, obviously, as you can check out my work. And there we go. Now we got this beautiful wheatgrass in here. See that? Oh, so much nutrition. Drug companies are going to hate us. All right, so the next step is to get this into the blender. But first, I'm actually going to put some water in it. So I like using as little water as possible. So when you're juicing this with a juicer, a masticating juicer, it's just going to be straight up wheatgrass. No water dilution or anything like that. But because we're using a blender, there has to be some water to get it to work to extract all the nutrients out. So I like to use no more water than necessary, but it has to be enough to get the job done. You can use any blender. I'm using the Vitamix in particular because the Vitamix comes with a panter tool, which allows me to use less water. So, whoops, put that down here. So the panter tool is this. It allows me to do that. So I don't have to use as much water. So I'm going to use just a little bit, and I can add more if I need to. I'm sure it's going to need more than that. So I haven't measured it out. I'm guessing there's probably 3 or 4 ounces in there right now. You might have to use 8, maybe. I don't know. If you don't have one of these. And you're going to get just as much nutrition regardless. It's just, I like the way wheatgrass tastes so much. I like it to be diluted as little as possible. And my favorite is with a regular juicer because then there's no dilution at all. And I just love the way that it tastes. So it's just a taste preference. Either way, however much you dilute it with water, you're going to get the same nutritional benefit. So that's pretty cool. All right, put this on. Now because this is a very high-speed blender, the higher the speed, the more heat it's going to produce from the friction, and it's going to kill some of the nutrients. So I will not turn this on any more power than it needs to be to get the job done. Your blender, if you're not using a Vitamix, odds are it's not that powerful, so it'll be fine. So here we go. Oops, turn the unit on. There we go. definitely need to add some more water. There we go, I believe I got it. Perfect. I just got out of the shower, by the way, and that's why my hair is looking like half wet, half dry. It's not greasy, it's wet, it's damp. So there you go. I'm casual in these videos. All right, the next part is important. It's all important. So now, because it's got all that pulp in there, this would actually be really gross to drink right now, but I want to concentrate on the juice. So I'm going to pour it through this mesh strainer into the bowl to separate the pulp from the wheatgrass juice, as well as the water I diluted it with to get this to work. Use my spoon here to get anything that might be left behind. Perfect. Okay, now this part's important in my opinion. Well, it's all important, but this too, because I want to get as much as I can out of it, right? So I'm going to press against this, against the side, get every bit of juice I can out of this. Period. End of story. I want as much of that chlorophyll to oxygenate my blood as much as possible, as much of those phytochemicals, the protein. For a plant, this has a lot of protein. There's so many benefits to this, but the main one, in my opinion, even more so than all the protein in here, is the chlorophyll and the phytochemicals. Chlorophyll to oxygenate the blood, bring the body alkaline, and also the phytochemicals to build up the natural defenses more, your natural immunity. Between all those things, man, you really stack the odds in your favor tremendously against becoming sick, or if you get sick, to be able to fight it off better. Me personally, I have not taken a pharmacological drug, not even Tylenol or Advil or anything, in about 14 or 15 years now, I want to say. And a lot of it is because I put this kind of stuff into my body. I ditched the dairy. I eat a plant-based whole food diet. I don't add sugar or salt to things. I get good sleep. I laugh every day because that's also very therapeutic, laughing and not stressing, all those things. So I don't need those drugs. All right, and from here, I'm gonna pour it into a glass. So here's the final product. Look how dark that is. So that obviously did a really good job. It's still not going to be as dense as, using a masticating juicer, but look how rich and dark that is. All the chlorophyll, the phytochemicals, the proteins. So let's drink this. I love the way wheatgrass tastes. I even love the way it smells when you cut it. It is so good. Now, not everybody is a maniac like I am when it comes to how things taste. I mean, I like eating ginger root just raw, So if this is tough for you to palate, perfectly fine. You can blend up some frozen berries with it. Blueberries, raspberries, those are great. Frozen pineapple chunks, and just, get it down. Try getting this in your diet on a daily basis, and it'll go a long way towards improving your health and maybe even preventing some diseases, who knows. If you dig this kind of stuff, please share this on your social media platforms, and my website is tombirkenmeyer.com. I've got a huge Get Healthy resource there, in addition to other resources like resources about money and philosophy, and I've got a plant-based cooking show with tons of episodes, over 160 episodes so far, and all kinds of really neat stuff. So cheers. Don't mess with me, punk. I gargle with wheatgrass. Now what? I might actually clip that out of this video, keeping it in, but making a copy and then making a video like that all by itself just because it amuses me. Let me do it again. I'll take the better of the two takes. And you guys can follow me on social media, YouTube and Facebook, and see which one I use. Let's see. How do I want to do this? A little bit more animated, right? So leave a comment below. Tell me which version is your favorite. Version A or version B? I almost flipped you off in the middle thing. A or B? Okay, so here's version B. Don't mess with me, punk. I gargle wheatgrass. Step off. Now what you got? Dork. Okay. Something else I was going to say. What the hell was it? Oh man, what was I was thinking of it just as I was doing that A-B split test there, version B. I was thinking of something. What the hell was it? Oh yeah! This is very healthy for teeth and gums. That's why I like to swish it around in my mouth. It's not just for making goofy videos like this to put out there about I gargle wheatgrass, so I'm a badass. No, it's really good for teeth and gums. So is turmeric. In fact, turmeric is one of the best things. You can just raw turmeric root, chew up one of those things, get the juices in your mouth, swish it around. Maybe rinse your mouth out when you're done. Maybe brush your teeth after that because it's going to stain your whole mouth yellow. It'll look like you haven't brushed your teeth in months. But it is so incredibly healthy for teeth and gums. In fact, a lot of my juicing concoctions, when I'm juicing stuff and putting stuff together, I keep lemon out of it and other things like that that are acidic. Now, lemon is crazy alkaline. Once it gets into the bloodstream, immediately when it gets into the bloodstream, it goes from crazy acidic to crazy alkaline. But because it gets on your teeth when it's in the acidic state, extremely corrosive to tooth enamel. It's one of the worst things you can make contact with on your teeth. So for that reason, I've decided, yeah, I can get my lemon juice other ways. You know, I'll maybe put some in water or meat because I'm so hardcore. I'll actually just suck lemon juice through a straw, put the straw towards the back of my mouth, form like a funnel with my tongue so that I get minimal or no contact on my teeth and swallow. And then I rinse my mouth out with water when I'm done. So I get plenty of lemon juice in my diet, believe me. But for juicing stuff, I will do just things that are not corrosive to teeth. So when I'm drinking that, I can also swish that around in my mouth. And it's just incredibly healthy for not just your body, your blood, preventing disease and so forth, but healthy teeth and gums too. Cheers. Subscribe to my YouTube. Like, drop some comments, share. It really helps the YouTube algorithms. That's how you can help me. You don't have to pay for this stuff. It's all free. I give all this stuff away for free, the videos I do for free. But what really helps me out a lot, especially on YouTube, because I'm monetized on YouTube, is when you do those things like subscribe, like, comment, share. It tells YouTube to show my videos to more people, which really helps me out a lot. And you never know who this is going to land on that's looking for a video like this to make some healthy changes in their lifestyle. So please do those things. Love you all. Bye for now.